Hi YouTube, Willy Weeble back with another video. Now this is going to be relatively short, I think. I haven't got much to show. Car boots have been pretty abysmal lately, and charity shops much the same, just nothing in them at all. Now I did manage to pick up one Xbox 360 game at the car boot, which has a little bit of value. At least it's got a return on what I paid for it. I only bought it because I know the GameCube version has a bit of value. I think this is like 70 odd pounds now, but I realised that this game doesn't hold the same value on other systems. But this was in amongst a load of Call of Duties and FIFAs and Halos, all worth nothing. I paid £1 for this, and it will trade in for £7 store credit at CEX, and I believe they sell it for 12. So I won't be keeping this. This will go for trade credit, and with that trade credit, which I am always accruing when I'm sort of thinning out the collection a bit, anything that takes my fancy in my local store, I'll be tempted to pick it up. Now this next game is a first for me. I've never bought a game for this system from CEX before. I'm not sure I'm going to buy any more unless they suddenly appear in my local one, but it's another little subset I could go for. No rush to get it, and that will be Mario games on the NES. All these games featuring Mario on the NES. Now I'm pretty sure a few of those games are going to be fairly pricey, but I can pretty much guarantee they won't be showing up in my local store. So these aren't games I'm going to be ordering online, so this might be a very slow collection to build up. And my NES collection is very small anyway, so I'm in no major rush to increase it, but got too tempted. And then be picking up another small subset for the Switch. Again, not 100% sure why I bought all these games. I haven't played any of them yet, and I already had a couple of them on the Wii U, but my Wii U has died, and I can't really see myself replacing it. But I have kept some of the games, and the games in question are the Bayonetta games. Now I picked this up on sale at Toys R Us. Both games in here are still sealed, so obviously I haven't played them. So I've always said that if I can get a game on the Switch, I'll probably do that and move on the other copy I have. But obviously these are sealed. I'm not going to be putting these into CEX, so they might sit on my shelf for a bit longer. But obviously the subset I decided to pick up. Just took my time over it, and that's because I picked up Bayonetta 3, primarily because I had, say, the other two games on the Wii U. But if I've got one game of a series, I'm generally going to try and pick up the other games within that series. And just to make it a little bit harder on myself, I'm only going to pick them up if they're available local, so i.e. not buy them online. So a few weeks later, after buying Bayonetta 3, this one turned up in my local store, Cereza and the Lost Demons. Obviously the fact that these aren't sealed from CEX, I can play them. I've got other games I'm playing at the moment, so These will be in my playlist. And then bizarrely, the most expensive one turned up. And that's actually the original Bayonetta. Now I think this got a very limited release in physical form. Obviously not a super rare game or anything, but produced by them. But this one seems to command a very high price for what it is. But as I was going for the subset, and it appeared locally, and I was probably never going to get a chance to buy it again, we snatched it up. So, and of course that meant there was one left to get, and that was Bayonetta 2. Well, Bayonetta 2 released with a download code only for Bayonetta 1, and a couple of copies of Bayonetta 2 had been in my local, but I'd sort of set myself a target, if you want, to actually try and get the game complete with an unused Bayonetta 1 code, or at least an unscratched code. And we were lucky enough to get a copy traded in, and the code has not been scratched. So this very small subset of 4 games is now complete. All games I may not play, but they do look good on the shelf. So at the moment we're still buying Switch games. I'm in no rush to get a Switch 2. I may possibly start picking up a few games when they're a bit cheaper, but at the moment CEX are selling them all for more than retail, which I try not to do. So even though it's store credit, it's the principle of the thing. So anyway, that's it. Until the next video, thanks for watching, and remember, stay happy.